The new buzzword in job search is positioning, and everyone is getting on this bandwagon and pushing their strategy as positioning. So today I will explain what career positioning really is and what it's not, so you can understand what to believe in some of the content you see about this on LinkedIn and on the internet. I'm Zorelsi, an international career strategist and migration mentor, and I've helped hundreds of international candidates secure their offshore roles without applying for jobs online. If you heard the new buzzword positioning from career coaches, recruiters, and others in your job search and career goals, and you are thinking, I need to do that, then just pause for a second, because this is not all created equal. Positioning is probably not what you think it is. I see numerous posts every day from experts telling job seekers that they should position themselves for career success. Now, in the same post, they are explaining how to optimize their CVs for ATS or applicant tracking systems optimization and then infer that that's positioning. My friend, that is not positioning in the career sense of the word. This is simply ensuring that your CV match a particular role, and you will still have 1 to 2% chance of landing a role, even with a well-tailored or optimized CV, because ATS filters and other gates in the hiring funnel. So then, what is positioning? I refer to positioning as strategic proximity. This means that you must ensure that you get these things right the first time. Be the most valuable candidate, be the most visible candidate, and can position you in front of the right hiring managers, ultimately to avoid being eliminated by ATS systems. So, if you want to know more about how to become the most visible, the most valuable candidate for offshore employers, there is a free 7-day international career positioning course available, and the link is in the description or first comment below. So, strategic proximity consists of knowing exactly what your ideal roles are and what the requirements are. Yes, you must research it well, not just apply for any advertised roles. Instead, really understand what the requirements across your ideal roles are. For immigrants, there's an extra step. They need to be sure that it fulfills the eligibility for specific visa requirements. Then number 2, you must know which employers offer these roles and what they require, because up to 91% of employers overall will not advertise their roles online. See, positioning is not applying for advertised roles because there are no roles to apply for. For immigrant or international candidates, they must ensure that these employers are licensed or registered sponsors or authorized sponsors. And that's employers who are authorized by the authorities of their country to employ immigrants under strict regulations. And you must be able to find them and know how to get in front of them. And then you must be able to create a broader profile to match what the roles require and what the employers want. This is where a gap analysis and a skills analysis is crucial. From all of this information, a value profile is then created. Yes, I did not say CV, I said a value profile, because you cannot portray your value on a CV anymore. And this is what employers do not require: evidence of value, credibility, eligibility, not a one-dimensional CV with a list of non-believable skills anymore. And then here comes the strategic proximity. How you then get this profile in front of the right employers. More importantly, the hiring managers, without applying online. And as a cherry on the cake, even before the roles are advertised. This is truly what positioning means, and it comes down to strategic proximity to the ideal hiring managers in front of your ideal employers with a value profile that match their requirements. Now, this is the definition of positioning in terms of international careers. It is how these successful international candidates received offers and shoulder taps without applying for jobs online. and land roles that are never advertised in the first place. Here you can see some of those examples. Now, to summarize, positioning is not updating, improving, or rewriting your CV. It is not optimizing your CV to get through ATS systems. It is not finding more online jobs to apply to or using AI to apply to as many as you can. Positioning is a laser-focused, high-level strategy that identifies your ideal roles, ideal employers, create a value profile that matches their requirements, and gets it in front of them without applying online, often before roles are advertised. This is the focus of the three-step elite code. I do most of this work for my one-on-one clients and help them position themselves in front of curated hiring managers we find for them. There is a link in the description below if you want to be considered for the Elite One-on-One program. And I hope you found this helpful in clarifying the term positioning as you hear it often on LinkedIn and elsewhere. Until next time, take care.